Justice during that timeout, imploring his team to get the ball inside to Hannah, to look for her there, run the offense through her. What he's hoping is that she can just use her size in there to get the ball in her hands and then kick it back out.
Absolutely create a little bit better shot for us.
Kennedy with it, guarded closely, top of the key by Kyra Brown. She gives it off to Dotson. Dotson into the lane, gets it back out to Caden Stewart. Stewart pressured on the wing. She drives left, hands it off to Kennedy. Kennedy goes around the circle, gets it down in the corner to Ryan White, now back right wing to Dotson. Dotson controlling the offense, loses it off her leg, ball's loose on the floor. Dotson had it, but she was rolled out of bounds with it. It'll turn over to South Charleston. 2:04 to go. Spartans lead it 10-8. Greenbrier's back in this 2-3 zone as South Charleston finds a way to attack. Maya Toombs drives the baseline. She's blocked by Hannah Fuller. Here come the Spartans back the other way. Caden Stewart pushing the tempo. She loses it. Stolen away. Harris with it. Feeds it ahead to Desiree Thomas. She lays it off the glass. No good. Fuller couldn't control the rebound. Instead in the hands of Brown. And she's going to back it back out for South Charleston. 1:36 to go now. Greenbrier leads it by 2 as Brown backs it all the way back out and resets. She gets it left to Sydney Harris. Now back up top to Brown. Brown down in the corner to Thomas. Thomas feeds it inside to Smith. Smith's turnaround off the glass, scores it. That's going to tie the game at 10 with 1:19 to go here in the opening quarter.
Tell you, if she finds a rhythm, it's going to be hurtful to us because she's their player. It runs through her.
Kennedy gets it to Ryan White, but it's stolen away by Kyra Brown. Brown against Stewart on the other end. Push shot no good, but we're going to get the foul called against Kennedy Stewart. Nearly an and one there as the shot just kind of rolled off the side of the rim. So she'll have to go to the line and earn it, will Kyra Brown. .106 showing on the clock.
It's like McKenna came to the scorer's table to check back in for East.
Brown's first free throw is up and good. And the Black Eagles back in front again now, 11-10. McKenna going to check in. Ryan White will take a seat, get a quick breather. Second free throw is up and good. As I said, good shooting team from South Charleston. They're making them from everywhere right now.
Yeah, they are.
Greenbrier comes back the other way. Dotson fakes the three, drives in, has a nice look at the lane. No good on the layup. Caden Stewart rebound too strong, and it's controlled now by Sydney Harris. Harris from pressure from Dotson around midcourt. She gets it across the midcourt stripe. South Charleston by 2 as they swing it right wing to Brown. Brown against Kennedy Stewart. Beats her into the lane, puts up a little floater. No good. Battle for the rebound. Caroline Dotson has it. Here comes Kennedy back the other way. 36 seconds to go in the quarter. She's at three-point range. Swings it out. Another long three from Cadence. This one's short off the iron. No good. Rebound South Charleston. They've got numbers back the other way. Trying to cherry pick is Maya Toombs. Toombs gets into the lane, puts it up, and she's fouled. Caden Stewart whistled for the foul that time. Her first. Just the second team foul. We've only had 3 fouls overall so far tonight. Officials letting them play a little bit. As Toombs' free throw misses the mark. Remains 12-10. 22.9 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. It's been a back and forth affair so far. Toombs will have one more. This one's short off the iron, but gets the shooter's roll. Falls through. It's 13-10, South Charleston. 20 seconds to go. Kennedy crosses the timeline. She's guarded there by Kyra Brown. She dribbles right, finds McClure on the wing. McClure feeds it inside to Cadence. Cadence had her posted up. Nice move there by Caden Stewart. Puts it up and scores.
Great adjustment by Cadence to take the smaller guard down to the post and score on her.
Back on the other end, shot fired a little too early. Rebound Caden Stewart, and that'll do it for our opening quarter. It's been a good one so far. After one, South Charleston leading Greenbrier 13-12. You're listening to Lady Spartan Basketball on Oldies 93 WKCJ. No shortage of entertainment there in the opening quarter. Greenbrier and South Charleston back and forth all quarter long, and as it comes to an end, South Charleston has a 1-point lead, Eric, but it's a bit of fun one to watch, just as we expected.
Yeah, it really has, and I tell you, you looking at South Charleston, you'd think they'd want to run the floor really fast, but that's not the case. They want to turn it into a half-court game as well.
Absolutely. Greenbrier there in that opening quarter shot 45% from the field.
That's above the season average, so we'll definitely take that.
South Charleston with it to start. Feed inside to Desiree Thomas. She lays it off the glass and scores. Just got past Spartan defense, found herself alone inside. I'm told her name is Desire instead of Desiree, so we'll try to correct that. Kennedy Stewart comes back the other way. It's knocked out of bounds by Thomas. It'll stay with Greenbrier East. South Charleston a 3-point lead thanks to that early layup. It's 15-12. 7:34 to go in the second quarter. Caden Stewart with it. She's hit a couple long threes there in the opening quarter. Gets inside to Hannah Fuller. Fuller lays it off the glass and scores. That's what Coach Justice wanted, and he got it there as they feed it inside to Fuller, and she made him pay.
I'll tell you what, she set a heck of a screen on that young lady too, didn't she?
She did, for sure. 15-14, lead down to 1. South Charleston with it. Gets it inside to Smith. Smith now gets it back out to Bulger on the wing. She fires the three short off the iron. Caroline Dotson has the rebound. Dotson turned it over to Dotson, tried to throw the pass to Caden Stewart. Stewart, instead of coming to the ball, waited on it, and South Charleston stepped in front of it, got the steal, and
then picked the foul up on Cadence as well.
Yeah, Maya Toombs was fouled on the way to her basket. First one from Toombs is good. Ryan White going to check back in for Caroline Dotson. Dotson played well while she was in there.
She did. Always gives us good minutes and gives the athletic ability. And
Toombs' second one is good. South Charleston making some hay at the free throw line.
Looks like they're going to set up a 2-2-1 press now. They're going to try to pressure us.
Cadence gets it to Kennedy. Kennedy to McClure across the midcourt stripe. McClure sees an opening going to the lane. Instead, it's swatted away there by Harris. Fight for the rebound. And Natalie Smith comes up with it for South Charleston.
Great job breaking the press. We just got too fast once we got on our side of the court.
From the wing, Smith puts it up short. Rebound, long rebound. Cadence has it, able to control it. South Charleston trying to trap once again as Kennedy gets it across midcourt to McClure. McKenna with it, dribbles out of pressure, now gets it back up between the circles to Kennedy. Kennedy feeds inside Hannah Fuller. There she is again. This one no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it off the glass with the left hand and scores.
Great job by Hannah to stay focused and finish that.
Hannah stepping up in a big way here, just as she was asked to do, as South Charleston gets it inside to Natalie Smith, and she's fouled on the way to the basket by Fuller, I believe. Nope, foul's going to go against Ryan White.
Tell you, I think they're trying to attack Hannah as well, try to get her in foul trouble. And fortunately for us, it hadn't worked that way.
You got to give Coach Justice credit, Eric. He told us if they get the ball in the hand, she's going to make them pay, and she has so far tonight.
She has. And he called a timeout to make sure that the girls told the girls that Hannah needs to touch the ball. In the offensive set, Hannah's got to touch it, and that creates better shots.
She's going to take a breather here as Liz Wooding checks into the game. Free throw is good, makes it 18-16. Kennedy dribbles through the pressure, gets it back to Wooding. Now Wooding across the court. Pass just a little too high for Cadence. Cadence was open on the wing, too. She might have had a good look at a three there if she had caught that.
Absolutely. And so much in today's game, Cam, everybody wants to throw that lob pass. We need to go back to the bounce pass.
Absolutely.
It's so much safer. I know it's not as cool or whatever, but throw the bounce pass.
That's what our youth basketball practice was last night, Eric. We were trying to get the bounce passes in there. You're right. You don't see them on the NBA highlights, and everybody wants to do that. But South Charleston on the other end, shot put up no good by Thomas. She gets her own rebound, puts it back, and scores. Desire Thomas makes it 20-16. Here comes Greenbrier on the other end of the floor. Stewart has it, swings it down in the corner to McClure. McClure fires a three, misses everything, but Liz Wooding's there to secure the rebound. Wooding now tries to get it to Cadence. She does. Now back down the corner to Wooding's going to fire a baseline jumper, partially blocked. And on the rebound, I think we're going to get a foul called against McClure. And that is the call. It'll be South Charleston basketball. Black Eagles lead it by 4, 20-16 with 5:18 to go in the second quarter.
I'll tell you, so much with a press and a team trying to break the press canvas, that the press is actually somewhat designed to speed you up into a quick shot. And fortunately, Greenbrier East has done that the last couple times down the floor, so hopefully we can get into half court and save it.
On the other end, shot put up and no good by Toombs. The battle for the rebound was slapped into Kennedy Stewart's face, but Greenbrier East controls it. Kennedy has it now into the lane, foul line. Plays it off the glass, and they're going to wave the basket off, call the foul on the floor. One in the NBA and one. Kennedy's has got blood coming out of her nose, and she's going to run quickly to the locker room.
Yeah, she took the ball hard to the face, and it hit her like she got shot, unfortunately.
Hannah's going to check in. McKenna's going to sit down. Dotson's into the game. And it'll be Greenbrier East ball out of bounds. Greenbrier East had some success with these inbounds plays down in South Carolina, Eric. Let's see if they can get something going here.
They did. It was a very bright spot for Greenbrier East, and we were very successful on it, so hopefully it works out right here. Coach Justice calling out 3, so let's see what happens.
See if they can cut into this 4-point lead. Dotson gets it up top to Wooding. Passes tall. Now she swings it on the right wing to Stewart. Stewart, long 3 from Cadence, no good. Battle for the rebound. Fuller had it, but couldn't hold on to it. It's going to roll out of bounds to South Charleston. Critical time right here as Greenbrier has played well. Don't let South Charleston build on this lead. Out front, the 3 from Brown, no good. Wooding had the rebound stripped away from her by Thomas. Thomas feeds it inside to Smith. Smith's turnaround off the glass, scores it.
I'm telling you, if she finds the ball in the post, we've got to double down on her, because if not, it's going to be a long night for us.
22-16 as Greenbrier East crosses the timeline. Dotson with it. She gets into the lane, now going to back it back out. Wooding cutting the basket. Dotson finds her, but she dribbles it off her leg. Now it gets it, trying to get it to Fuller. Couldn't hold on the pass, and Greenbrier East going to turn it over again.
I'll tell you what, great job by Caroline Dotson there. She realized that, hey, I can take it to the basket, or I can pull it back out and save the offensive set. Unfortunately, we got too quick with it and turned it over.
McKenna in, takes Liz Wooding's place. The lead is 6. Greenbrier East has been right there all game long. South Charleston starting to build a little run here. Let's see if Greenbrier East can bring it to an end. 3 from the wing, no good. Ryan White controls the rebound. White dribbles through a double team. Now gets it to Cadence. Cadence is down on the floor looking for some help. And you're going to get a foul call against South Charleston.
And Toombs.
Kyra Brown called for the grab, and that bailed out Greenbrier East a little bit that time as Caden Stewart was down the ground. Coach Carly Walker complaining for South Charleston.
I tell you what, the official told her to, didn't he?
Yeah.
Said she grabbed her arm.
Absolutely.
My gosh.
Greenbrier East cross midcourt, pushing the tempo. Nice job breaking through that time. Gets it to Fuller. Fuller block, gets her own
Nice
rebound,
job.
puts it up and scores.
Really good. I think Hannah's just trying to pad her stats. She wants to miss the first one to get that rebound and then make it.
Absolutely. Cuts the lead down the floor. We said Greenbrier East needed an answer. It's found one from Hannah Fuller. Inside, Black Eagles now kick it out. 3 ball on the way. Misses everything. Cadence Stewart has it. Cadence now dribbles through some pressure, dribbles across midcourt, gets it to White, now to Dotson down the corner. Back out to Cadence. Cadence fakes the 3, drives in the lane, finds a wide open McClure for 3. She airballs. Didn't know, just not strong enough on that 3 from the wing from McKenna McClure.
Listen, that's all right. That's a good shot. She was open. Good kick by Cadence. So good job by the Spartans. Just couldn't successfully hit the shot. Great play.
South Charleston wants a timeout. We'll take it with them. 3:15 to go in the opening half. Black Eagles leading Greenbrier East 22-18. You're listening to Lady Spartan Basketball on Oldies 93 WKCJ.
Alcova Mortgage is here for good. Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We're locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Lewisburg community. Alcova Mortgage Lewisburg, 304-645-2478. Or visit lewisburglender.com for your mortgage lending needs. Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Equal housing lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval. Alcova Mortgage, Lewisburg.
South Charleston feeds it back inside to Natalie Smith, who puts up the shot, no good. Greenbrier with the rebound, coming back strong the other way. Caroline Dotson, another three from the wing, hits it!
Hey, what a play to come out of the quarter, right?
Absolutely, that cuts the lead to one. It's 22-21 as Caroline Dotson comes through with the big three. Here's South Charleston back on the other end. Brown with it between the circles, feet inside. Thomas has it driving the baseline. She looked like she might have took steps there, but
I think she did, but it's okay.
No call. She lays it up and scores, makes it 24-21. Cadence with it, top of the key, foul line jumper, short off the iron, but it gets the shooter's roll. And it's lead us back to one, 24-23 with 2:23 to go in the half.
Tell you what, South Charleston's coach is already barking, you can't leave her open, you can't leave her open. But that's just Cadence creating a shot right there. You couldn't guard it.
Absolutely. On the other end, South Charleston three, no good. Rebound, Greenbrier. Spartans with a chance to take the lead here. Kennedy with it. Kennedy pulls up from a three from a wing. No good. Hannah Fuller there at the rebound. Puts it up and scores!
Yes.
Hannah Fuller coming through just like Coach Justice told us she would. And Greenbrier East takes the lead back. It's 25-24 with 1:54 to go. In the lane this time on the other end is Smith. Smith gets her on a rebound, puts it up and scores. I don't know how she didn't call for a walk there.
No idea.
Took about 6 steps on the way to the basket. Greenbrier East crosses the timeline. Spartans trail it by 1. 1:36 to go before half, and Kennedy Stewart has her pocket picked. Here comes South Charleston back the other way. Thomas with it at the foul line. Hands it off to Toombs. Toombs now backs it out. Good job defensively by Greenbrier East to make them reset the offense. Brown with it on the wing. Now back up top to Toombs. Toombs now back to Brown. Gets it inside to Smith. Smith turns around. Couldn't find it there, and we're going to get a 3-second call. As you said, Eric, South Charleston believes its best offense is feeding inside to Smith.
Absolutely.
But that time she camped out a little too long.
Well, the good news is Hannah Fuller got big and stayed put. She wasn't chasing the ball, so good job by Hannah.
Fuller going to take another quick break as Liz Wooding comes in. 1:15 to go in the half. Spartans trail it by 1. Chance to pull back in front once again. It's been back and forth the whole game. Cadence has it on the block. Cadence backs down her defender, gets it back out to Kennedy. Kennedy three from the wing, too strong. Rebound South Charleston.
I'll tell you what, I like Cadence taking the ball to the rack right there. She had the body and the position on her.
Smith with it between the circles, swings it down in the corner to Brown. Brown's three hits right in front of Cadence Stewart. Makes it 29-25. The lead is now 4.
Cadence, take her to the post. That's where we're going to be effective right now.
Kennedy all the way around the horn, gets it inside, swings it out to Cadence. Cadence three from the wing, hits it.
Just kidding. Hit another three.
Lead back down to 1. It was 29-25. That was 5 points in a row for South Charleston, but Stewart ends it with the 3, and we're inside 20 seconds now. Spartans trail it by 1. Feed inside to Smith. Smith backs down. Wooding puts it up and scores. Smith's tough to stop in there.
She is, man. I tell you what, I knew about her before the game, and I knew the offense would run through her. She didn't even start the game, though.
Dotson three-ball fouled.
We're going to take it.
Dotson fired the 3 as time was expiring, and she was fouled there by Desire Thomas, and that was a foul. The coaches don't like it, but if you hit somebody on the wrist when they're shooting, that's usually a foul. I don't know, Coach Carly Walker complaining there, but I think she needs to complain about her team and be a little smarter there, because that was a not a smart foul as Dotson hits the first.
Yeah, we have a chance to tie the game up 1.5 now. And that's a senior that committed that foul, too.
Dotson's second one is true. Lead is down to 1. It's 31-30.
Hey, look behind you. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell in your ear if I did.
One more shot from Dotson. She puts it up and scores it. Caroline Dotson hits all 3, and McKenna going to come in for Cadence here. Smart move there. I think Cadence has 2 fouls. Make sure she doesn't get a cheap one here in the last 1.5 seconds. We're all tied. South Charleston going to have to go the length of the floor to try to get off a shot here. Greenbrier is going to show pressure, try to make it difficult. South Charleston inbounds pass.
Don't foul.
To Toombs. Toombs just throws it away, and that's going to do it. We've played one half of basketball, nothing decided yet. We're still tied. It's 31-31 here at the half. We'll be back with the Cornerstone IGA, or excuse me, the Warner Music School of Lewisburg halftime show. I get that one confused all the time, Eric. Here on.
Did you hear that? The State Farm thing. Da-da-da-da-da. I think we're in a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Dad, look!
Ooh, see? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
I didn't even record.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Shirt signs and embroidery. For Southern West Virginia, we can handle all your needs. From signs to apparel to uniforms, we offer all the services that you're looking for. Choose Moco, yeah, Moco for embroidery and more. Call 304-772-4444.
The power of three: Greenbrier Chevrolet, Greenbrier Motor Company, and Greenbrier Ford. 3 dealerships who pay the most for your trade. I'm talking up to 33% over what other dealerships will offer, and way more than you'll get if you try to sell it yourself. In fact, we'll buy your car even if you don't buy one from us. So not only are the Greenbrier dealerships the best place to buy a car, they're also the best place to sell your car. So get to the Greenbrier dealerships in Lewisburg today and convert that car to cash.
Hi, I'm Janet Niehawk with S.J. Niehawk Lumber, your home solution for 75 years. Whether your project's small or large, we can help fill your needs. Good luck to the athletes and coaching staff of Greenbrier East Spartans for the year 2022-23. Go Spartans!
The Bank of Monroe knows what it means to be local and support local. We are your neighbors. We grow as you grow. We are your local lenders, making local decisions. We are part of your community. The Bank of Monroe offers 3 locations in Lewisburg, Fairleigh, and Union with mobile and online banking. We are everywhere you need us to be. We care. Bank local with the Bank of Monroe. Visit us online, mybankofmonroe.com.
Marketplace in Beckley is the official road game stop of Lady Spartan basketball, providing pregame meals for the players and coaches on every trip. Make Tamarack your pregame destination and enjoy sandwiches, wraps, soups, and salads, as well as a wonderful selection of entrees such as West Virginia rainbow trout, meatloaf with gravy, and chicken pot pie. Don't forget the delectable desserts, including Greenbrier peaches and cream, and an all-day brunch on Sundays. That's Tamarack Marketplace, the official road game stop of the Lady Spartan.
The Warner Music School of Lewisburg halftime show continues here. It's been a fantastic first half of basketball between Greenbrier East and South Charleston. At the break, we're all tied 31-31. And looking at the halftime stats, and I want to thank Steve Webb for providing these. I never thought I'd be so happy to see Steve Webb as he came and handed us these stats here. It's made a huge difference in our broadcast. Eric Workman has done a fantastic job all season keeping track of it, but to have somebody doing it full time and giving it to you at the end of each quarter can mean a big difference. So, but looking at these numbers, what pops out at me, a couple different things. Caden Stewart leads Greenbrier East, leads all scorers with 13 points there in the opening half. She was 3 for 5 from three-point range. Greenbrier East overall shot it really well, 44% from the field, 12 of 27, 4 of 12 from three-point range. That's 33%, so good numbers, both of those, and they're 3 of 5 from the foul line. Other top scorers for Greenbrier East, Hannah Fuller. We mentioned her a couple times during that opening half, and the stat line shows what she's done. As she had 8 points, 4 rebounds there in the first half, as Eric Workman joins me once again. On the other end for South Charleston, they were led in scoring by Kyra Brown, who had 7, Natalie Smith had 9 inside off the bench, scoring big in the paint. As we mentioned, Kyra Brown had 7. South Charleston overall 11 of 30 from the field, 3 of 14 from three-point range, and 6 of 8 at the foul line. The number where Greenbrier East excelled was rebounding. They out-rebounded South Charleston 20-15. The number that Greenbrier East definitely has to clean up. Otherwise, they played a fantastic basketball game. 10 turnovers lead to 13 South Charleston points off turnovers. Greenbrier East has 0 points off turnovers. So that's what's allowed the Black Eagles to stay in the game. But other than that, Greenbrier East played a fantastic half.
Yeah, they really did. I'll tell you what, we ran good half-court offense. Got open shots. Hannah Fuller's touching it inside. But, again, I know for a fact Coach Justice is preaching about the turnovers, you know. And like you said, it led to 13 points, right?
Right.
Cut that in half. We're up, you know. So we got to do a little bit better job there. But I guarantee the second half will come out running.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the really only difference. The only spot where South Charleston has an advantage is those points off turnovers, 13-0. Other than that, it's been a very even game. And as I said, Eric, Greenbrier shot it incredibly well. South Charleston shot 3 more times overall, 30 attempts from the field to Greenbrier 27, but Greenbrier made more of them, 12-11. So shooting the ball well. And Fuller doing a nice job in the paint. Caden Stewart, couple long threes. Got a lot to see Kennedy find her shot, Eric. She had it early on in the season. She lost it the last couple games. Really hadn't been shooting it as well as we know she's capable of. But we know she's going to find it again. And when she does, that's just another weapon for this Greenbrier team.
Absolutely. And I tell you, her shot looks good. I know she's been trying to work on it a little bit, try to get back in her rhythm. So when she does, it's going to be scary.
Yeah, 0 for 4 from 3 she is right now. And, you know, she's usually close to a 50% shooter. So when those start going down, the points are going to add up quickly. But
absolutely. And you always tell them shooters shoot. And I promise you, the Stewart sisters are going to shoot it. Okay?
Absolutely.
So they're going to start falling at some point.
No doubt about it. Well, an entertaining first half so far. And when we return here on the Warner Music School of Lewisburg halftime show, we'll have a couple more numbers and prepare for the second half of action. It's 31-all at halftime here in Fairleigh. You're listening to Lady Spartan Basketball on Oldies 93. Back here on the Warner Music School of Lewisburg halftime show. Both teams back on the floor warming up. And Eric, tie ball game here at the break. What do you think is going to be the key for either team here in the second half?
Well, I think Greenbrier East is going to be limiting the turnovers. Okay, so, and the crazy thing is South Charleston's pressure hadn't been crazy. So we've done a good job with that. I think it's just dribbling too much maybe and getting into spots where it makes it tough on ourselves. So we can limit those. And then I think also keeping Smith corralled a little bit. Once she gets in the paint, she's dangerous. So we got to figure out a way to keep it out of her hands.
Yeah, good point you make there. A lot of times the turnovers we've had today haven't come from their pressure. It's come more from them speeding us up with that pressure, and then we just get in too big of a hurry once we cross the timeline. Just that's when you can kind of relax and reset it there and not get in a hurry and make silly mistakes.
I totally agree, and I look for some adjustments by Coach Justice at halftime to help the Lady Spartans and keep this momentum going. We have the momentum leaving at halftime, so hopefully we can keep on going.
Yeah, and Eric, just as we talked about in the pregame, this stretch of games coming up with Woodrow Wilson next Friday. Then we've got Parkersburg South. We've got GW coming in. Should be a fun week. But if this game we've seen so far today is any indication, it's going to be a fun stretch of basketball.
Yes,
for sure.
it is. Listen, it's not going to be easy, but it'll be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to conclude our Warner Music School of Lewisburg halftime show as we're ready for the start of the second half of action. It's going to be Greenbrier East basketball to start. And we're all tied 31-31. Nothing settled so far. Let's see what we can get done here in the second half as Ryan White will inbound over near the Greenbrier student section as she gets it into Kennedy Stewart. Greenbrier East going now left to right on your radio dial toward the stage end as Kennedy Stewart has it top of the drives in the foul line, kicks it out to Ryan White down the corner. Now to Cadence. Cadence drives along the baseline. She's going to pick up a foul. Toombs called there for the push.
I'll tell you what, Cam, Greenbrier East looks so much better than they did last week in South Carolina. Everybody looks so much more confident and a lot better basketball club right now.
Well, Coach Justice said they had a good week of practice, and he's happy with what they got done, and it's just been displayed on the court. Inbounds pass to Hannah. Hannah's shot no good. Nice rebound there by Cadence. She's going to kick it out to Ryan White. White open for a three from the wing. Too strong. Rebound South Charleston. Here comes Toombs with it, pushing the tempo back on the other end. Toombs foul line. Now we're going to get, I think, Dotson called for a foul on the floor before that shot from Toombs, I believe.
I believe it was Kira Brown, Cam, who shot that.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't mean to correct you. But
no, I appreciate you correcting me. Let's get it right.
No, that's right.
As Sydney Harris will inbounds, looking over the defense. Takes a long while before she gets it into Smith, and Smith lays it off the glass and scores. Double figures now for Natalie Smith as she's up to 11. She's been their biggest weapon. Back on the other end, Dotson tries to feed it into Fuller. Ball's poked away. Here comes Kyra Brown. Brown on the wing now, foul line, going straight to the glass, lays it up, no good. Caroline Dotson corrals the rebound. Dotson dribbles through some pressure, hands off to Kennedy. Kennedy crosses midcourt. Into the lane now. She's got room on the glass, puts it up, no good. Fuller tips it, can't control it. Here comes Brown with it back the other way for South Charleston. 2-on-3, and it's stolen away by Caden Stewart.
Bad pass, my goodness. Talk about forcing it.
Ryan White crosses midcourt, and they are not letting Cadence touch the basketball right now. As Ryan White corrals it down the corner, gets it to Kennedy. Kennedy on the wing. Cadence pressure all over her. They're following her everywhere she goes on the floor.
Oh, no.
Fuller's pass tries to find Cadence. It's kicked. It'll stay with Greenbrier East. South Charleston coming out clearly trying to take away Cadence Stewart, Eric. Let's see how Greenbrier East answers.
Well, I know Cadence, and I promise she's going to take her to the post here in a minute. She's way stronger than the young lady that's guarding her.
Inbounds pass to Kennedy. Kennedy between the circles looks over the defense. Kennedy gets a screen from Cadence, dribbles off her foot, gets it back. Kennedy into the lane, now backs it back out. Looking for Cadence, instead swings it across court to Ryan White. White feeds it in to Fuller. Fuller off the glass and is fouled.
A great find by Ryan White right there.
You can tell both teams really wanting to get the ball in the paint on the offense. Greenbrier East to Fuller and South Charleston to Harris. Not Harris, excuse me, Smith. Fuller's first free throw is good.
One more. Hannah's in double figures for the night. Great game for her so far. I know Coach Justice has got to be happy with her play.
Hannah one more, hits it. She's got a great stroke from the foul line.
She does, man. I'm so excited for her.
Ties the game at 33. Here comes South Charleston pushing through Greenbrier East pressure on the other end. Toombs with it, drives in, and she's going to draw the foul from Fuller.
Good job by South Charleston breaking the pressure. The ball didn't hit the floor until she went in for the layup. So
that is just Fuller's first, so that's good news. As Toombs is going to go to the line for a pair.
Tell you what, South Charleston's coach is upset about saying Hannah's using an arm bar on Smith. It's kind of comical to watch her.
Yeah, that complaint she had on the three from Dawson before the half was the worst one I've seen. That was an obvious foul. She misses the second free throw. Greenbrier East controls the rebound. Caden's trying to push the tempo now. Gets it on the wing to Dotson. Dotson fakes the three. Now gets it top of the key. Kennedy wide open for a three.
There we go.
There, let's hope Kennedy Stewart's finding her shot now, as that one puts Greenbrier East in front, 36-34 with 6:01 to go. Brown with it on the wing, now up top to Sydney Harris. Feeds it inside to Smith. Smith's turnaround jumper is good. Greenbrier has got to find some way to slow down Smith.
Going to have to bring Hannah up right up behind her, I believe.
We're tied at 36. Kennedy back the other way. Just hit a three. Gets a screen now from Fuller. Now feeds it inside. Nice pass inside to Fuller. Lays it up. Can't get the roll this time. Good look there. Just couldn't quite finish it. Here comes South Charleston back on the other end. It's Smith again. She kicks it back out. Up top now is Desire Thomas. Now down the corner. Back on the wing to Kyra Brown. Brown backs it out. Resets. We're tied at 36. 5:17 to go in the third quarter.
South Charleston's trying to go back door.
Harris with it now. Gives it to Brown. Now back on the wing to Harris. She's going to put up the three short. Rebound's going to roll out of bounds over in the South Charleston bench. It'll be Greenbrier basketball with 5:04 to go in the third.
I'm telling you, South Charleston started out shooting threes lights out, and they went cold sort of, and their success has been in the paint, so Greenbrier's going to let them shoot it right now, I believe.
There's only been really 6 players that have seen significant minutes for South Charleston. Maybe the leg's starting to catch up to him a little bit.
That could
Inside
be it.
to Fuller. Now she gives it on the give and go to Kennedy. Kennedy, turnaround jumper, no good. And here comes South Charleston. Brown with it on the wing, dribbles into the paint, loses it, but able to get it back. Now she's got it at the foul line, kicks it back up top. Smith with it, drives into the lane, tries to feed it in down the post to Toombs. Ball's loose on the floor. South Charleston comes up with it, and a three from the wing is no good, but Greenbrier didn't box out that time. And Maya Toombs gets in there and gets the rebound, puts it up, had it knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with South Charleston. Don't give them that second chance.
Absolutely not.
Here comes Kylie Balger back in the game. She'll replace Desire Thomas, who's going to take a seat.
Well, she's in akin to the Mountaineer great Mark Balger.
I doubt it. They're from the Pittsburgh area. Dotson back the other way. Left-handed layup scores. Caroline Dotson takes it to the rack and scores it for Greenbrier. It's 38-36. Spartans back in front.
Great play by Caroline. Way to run the floor and finish that strong left hand.
Brown with it out up top. Swings it right.
Oh, she walked.
To Toombs. Back to Brown. Brown's going to fire the three. Top of the key. Good. Nobody got out there on her, and she makes them pay.
Absolutely.
Puts South Charleston back in front, 39-38. Kennedy across midcourt. She's guarded closely there by Brown. On the wing to Dotson. Dotson looks over the defense, didn't see the cutting Stewart. Gets it back up top to Kennedy. Kennedy tries to get a screen from Dotson, and she'll back it back out and reset. Coach Justice calls out the play. 3:36 to go in the third. Spartans trail by 1. Cadence with it. Drives baseline. Now kicks it back out to a wide open Dotson from the wing. Her three ball misses everything out of bounds, so it turns over to South Charleston.
That's all right. That was a right shot. She was open to pull it.
That's what you want there. It worked perfectly. Found the wide open shot. She just maybe had too much time there.
Tell you what, Ryan White was working hard down low. I'd like to reward her down there with the ball some. She was posting that girl up hard.
Sydney Harris with it on the wing. Gets it to Toombs. Toombs puts it up. No good. Rebound Stewart.
Hey, adjustment made by Coach Justice. He had Ryan White fronting Smith and then Hannah behind her. So
Kennedy with it now. Drives into the lane. Nice pass there to Fuller. Fuller couldn't handle it. Here come the Black Eagles back the other way. Balger with it. Gets it, swings it across to Brown. Brown driving the baseline, lost it off her foot. It goes out of bounds to Greenbrier East.
Hey, we're just trading turnovers at this point. Let's see who can withstand it.
39-38. Spartans trail by 1. 2:53 to go in the third. Kennedy Stewart across midcourt. Looks over the defense, goes between her legs as she dribbles left. Gets it to White. Now in the post to Fuller. Fuller back out to Dotson. Now down the corner. Three ball on the way from Kennedy Stewart. No good. Fuller there with the rebound. Big, strong rebound off the glass. No good. And here comes South Charleston. Black Eagles lead it by 1 as Brown, top of the key, hands off to Toombs. Toombs now swings it around the horn. Bulger's going to fire the three. No good, but in position for the rebound is Natalie Smith, and she puts it up and scores. 41-38 with 2:14 to go. Kennedy crosses midcourt. Coach Justice wants a timeout. And we'll take it with them. 2:09 to go in the third. South Charleston leads at 41-38. You're listening to Lady Spartan Basketball on Oldies 93 WKCJ.
Good timeout by Coach.
Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We're locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Lewisburg community. Alcova Mortgage Lewisburg, 304-645-2478, or visit lewisburglender.com for your mortgage lending needs. Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Equal housing lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval. Alcova Mortgage, Lewisburg.
Back on the Parmar Stores press row. Parmar Stores, 9 locations here in Greenbrier County. If there's not one near you, there will be one soon. Greenbrier trails it by 3 as they inbound right in front of our broadcast location. Ryan White has it. She's pressured. Gets in the trap. Gets it to Kennedy Stewart. Kennedy left alone. Top of the key for 3. Hits it. Kennedy Stewart tickles the twine, and we're all tied 41-41 with just under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
She said, go ahead and face guard my sister. I'm taking over.
South Charleston feeds it into Smith. Smith, nice pass there to Thomas, and Thomas finishes it. Greenbrier was trying to run its offense through Fuller. South Charleston done the same through Smith. Inside. Greenbrier with it on the other end. Caden Stewart has it, hands to Liz Wooding. Wooding pass turned over. Thomas with it, 2-on-2. Thomas loses it out of bounds. It is going to be Greenbrier's basketball. 1:25 to go here in the third. South Charleston leads at 43-41. It's been a back and forth affair all evening long.
It has been a great game so far, hasn't it?
Kennedy crosses midcourt, left open for 3 again. Hits it! Kennedy Stewart screams in excitement. Greenbrier East pulls back in front. It's 44-43 with 1:11 in the third. Kennedy Stewart, we said she needed to find her shot, Eric. She's found it. As Kyra Brown picks up her dribble all the way out near midcourt, they're going to feed it inside again to Smith. Smith double team there, had it knocked free. Sydney Harris comes up with it, puts it up. Her shot rolls out, but she's going to be fouled.
They bailed her out there. She was dragging that pivot foot hard.
Ryan White whistled for the foul, her second, the third team foul. We haven't had an abundance of fouls, Eric, and I love it. I love it when they let them play.
That's right. Let them play. Let them fight through it.
Harris goes to the line. She makes her first to tie it at 44. One of the most famous numbers in West Virginia basketball right there, Eric. 44.
That's right. Ryan White comes out of the game. I'll tell you, she's just an impressive player.
Absolutely.
I love watching her play.
Next free throw rattles out. We're going to remain tied as Caroline Dotson pulls down the rebound. 52 seconds to go before the end of the third quarter. 44 all. Greenbrier East breaks the pressure. Wooding with it. Tries to feed McClure in front of Coach Justice. It's knocked away, but McClure comes back up with it. McClure now driving into the lane. Lays it off the glass. No good. Wooding pulls down the rebound. Wooding gets it to Kennedy in the lane. Kennedy back out to Dotson on the wing for a 3. No good. Too strong. McClure skying into the air, trying to pull down the rebound. It looked like it was last touch maybe by Kyra Brown, but the official says no. It's going to be South Charleston basketball.
Man, Caroline's shot looked like it was in right here.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
That was money.
28 seconds to go before the end of the third. We're all tied at 44. Brown crosses midcourt, guarded there by McClure. Brown goes to the left wing. Greenbrier switches off there, leaves McClure alone with her, down to 14 seconds. Brown going to dribble right. McClure fights through a screen. Nice job there. As South Charleston goes right wing. Now swings it left wing to Bolger. 4 seconds left. The ball thrown inside to Thomas, and we're going to get a foul called against Caroline Dotson. 4 seconds to go.
She may have nudged her. I don't know if she pushed her.
And South Charleston wants a timeout to set something up. We'll take it with them. 4 seconds to go in the third quarter. We're all tied at 44. You're listening to Lady Spartan Basketball on Oldies 93 WKCJ.
Did you hear that? The State Farm thing. Da-da-da-da-da. I think we're in a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Dad, look!
Ooh, see? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
I didn't even record.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Four seconds left in the third quarter. It's been a fantastic basketball game. We're all tied at 44. South Charleston's going to inbound underneath his own basket. Greenbrier wanting to turn them away here. Not let them get an easy one before the end of the quarter. So Harris looks to inbound. She throws it all the way up top to Smith. Smith with 2 seconds drives the lane, lays it off the glass, rolls out, no good, and that's going to do it. We've played three, still nothing decided. We're all tied at 44. We'll be back with more Lady Spartan basketball on Oldies 93 WKCJ.
Logo shirt signs and embroidery for Southern West Virginia. We can handle all your needs. From signs to apparel to uniforms, we offer all the services that you're looking for. Choose Moco, yeah, Moco for embroidery and more. Call 304-772-4444.
The power of three. Greenbrier Chevrolet, Greenbrier Motor Company, and Greenbrier Ford. Three dealerships who pay the most for your trade. I'm talking up to 33% over what other dealerships will offer and way more than you'll get if you try to sell it yourself. In fact, we'll buy your car even if you don't buy one from us. So not only are the Greenbrier dealerships the best place to buy a car, they're also the best place to sell your car. So get to the Greenbrier dealerships in Lewisburg today and convert that car to cash.
8 minutes to go. We've decided absolutely nothing as we're still all tied here at 44. Eric, setting up for an exciting finish here in Fairleigh.
Yeah, we are. It was funny a second ago when there was 4 seconds left. There was fours all across the board. So always odd stuff like that catches my eye. So
Greenbrier basketball to begin the fourth quarter. Inbounds pass to Kennedy Stewart. Kennedy guarded there by Desire Thomas. She dribbles out on the Spartan shield, gets it left wing to Cadence. Cadence drives in, spins in the lane, now kicks it back out to McClure. McClure open for a three, but Cadence called for a travel. Timmy Justice, the official over there in front of the Greenbrier student section, whistled Cadence for the travel. She tries to get an explanation there. She goes right back down the court.
I think it was a really good drop step. Unless she drugged the pivot foot, I'm not sure. I couldn't see from here.
South Charleston trying to take the first lead of the fourth quarter here. As Kyra Brown has it up top, fed it inside to Smith. Smith turn around. Nice feed there, but missed layup by Thomas. Greenbrier clears it. Here comes Cadence Stewart back on the other end. Cadence crosses midcourt. She's at the top of the key. Hands back off to Kennedy. They swing it to the right wing to Dotson. Now hands off to Kennedy again. She dribbles right to the wing. Backs it out. Dotson, top of the key, just inside the three-point line. Lets it fly. No good. Strong off the iron. Rebound, South Charleston. Here comes Toombs with it for South Charleston. Swings it down the corner to Brown. Brown now back up top to Harris. Almost surely we'll see Natalie Smith touch it on this possession as they swing it left wing now into Smith. Smith feeds it back out to Brown. Brown now back up top to Harris. Harris lets the three go, hits it top of the key.
We have got to get there. Our rotational defense didn't get back up, left her open.
The three from the top of the key makes it 47-44 South Charleston. Greenbrier's trying to answer on the other end. Kennedy Stewart goes to the rim. She's blocked out of bounds. Ball's going to stay with Greenbrier East. Natalie Smith has played a whale of a game, and she blocked that shot there at the rim.
Boy, when she came off the bench, it surprised the crap out of me.
Inbounds pass to Hannah Fuller. Puts it up, can't get it to fall. Good play there on the inbounds. Fuller just couldn't quite finish it. South Charleston comes back the other way. Greenbrier needs a stop there. There's a walk. Yep, didn't think they were going to call it, but they did. Turnover back to Greenbrier East. 6:28 to go. Spartans trail it by 3. So they inbound to Kennedy. Kennedy across midcourt, gets it to Dotson, top of the key. Dotson in the lane, foul line, goes to the glass, puts it up and scores. Dotson was not to be denied that time as she went right down the lane, puts it up and scored. Makes it 47-46. Here comes South Charleston. Harris on the wing, gets it to Smith. Smith fires a three, no good. Dotson clears the rebound. That's not the shot you want Smith taking if you're South Charleston.
No, they like her under the basket.
Kennedy crosses the timeline, gets it to McClure. McClure, 3-ball from the wing. Yes! McKenna McClure hits the for 3 in front of the Spartan bench, and Greenbrier's back in front. It's 49-47.
That's awesome. Get her some confidence going here and get big on defense, make a stop.
Coach Justice said in the pregame, we've got to find her on offense. They found her right there, and she knocks it down. South Charleston on the other end. Kyra Brown fires the 3 from the wing and hits it.
My gosh, this is crazy.
Back and forth we go. South Charleston up 1 now, 5:28 to go. Kennedy with it, top of the key. She dribbles with the right hand between the circles. Gets it into Fuller. Fuller spins, now throws it out to Cadence. Back to Dotson on the wing. Dotson thought about the drive, now hands back out to Kennedy. Kennedy on the wing, 3-ball short. Fight for the rebound. Kennedy had it in her hands, poked away, gets to the hands of Smith. Here comes South Charleston back the other way. Toombs with it on the wing, drives in against Dotson. Dotson lays down the hammer, going to make her earn it.
Absolutely. Caroline said, I got a couple to use. I'll go ahead and knock her out.
Yeah, at this point in the game, make her go to the line and earn it. No real foul trouble for either team. That was Caroline's third, but that's not too bad with 5 minutes to play.
Nope. Here comes Ryan back into the game.
First free throw from Toombs is good, makes it 51-49. And such a back-and-forth basketball game. So a lot of fun to watch.
It sure is, man.
Maybe not as much fun for the coaches. It's a pressure-filled game for sure. But
correct.
If you love high school basketball, this has been a fun one. Next shot up is good. Lead now back to 3, 52-49. 5 minutes now to go. Kennedy with it, gives it to Dotson on the left wing. She dribbles between the circles. Now finds a little opening on her way to the basket. Lays it off the glass, can't score, but she'll draw the foul.
I tell you what, Caroline's amazing when she does that. She about any time she wants to, she can get to the rack, going left or right.
Absolutely.
Gives her a chance to shot.
Foul against Kyra Brown. And Dotson, if you remember, knocked down all 3 of the 3 free throws she had before the end of the half. Hopefully she stays hot at the line. Her first is up and good. She does stay hot. Makes it 52-50. And Coach Justice, before the next free throw, wants a timeout. Caroline puts up the granny shot after the timeout was called and hit it. It won't count, unfortunately, but we'll take the timeout with them. 4:53 to go. Spartans trail it by 2. You're listening to Lady Spartan Basketball on Oldies 93 WKCJ.
Hi, I'm Janet Niehawk with S.J. Niehawk Lumber, your home solution for 75 years. Whether your project's small or large, we can help fill your needs. Good luck to the athletes and coaching staff of Greenbrier East Spartans for the year 2022-23. Go Spartans!
Spartans trail at 52-50. Caroline Dawson will have one more at the line to try to cut it to 1. And Eric, if she wants to, she can shoot it granny style.
That's right.
It worked just a second
She
ago.
was 1 for 1 so far.
Dawson dribbles twice, eyes the basket, puts it up, and misses it strong off the back iron. South Charleston 2-point lead in the basketball, 4:49 to go. Kyra Brown has it, top of the key, swings it left to Toombs. Toombs goes cross court to Bulger. Bulger now back up top to Brown. Brown controls it against Kennedy Stewart. She drives in, swings it to the wing, now inside to Thomas. Thomas has it stripped away by Ryan White.
Good job, Ryan.
White gets it off to Caden Stewart. Stewart, 4:27. She crosses midcourt, goes behind the back. Caden Stewart is tripped there, and she'll be black. South Charleston's Maya Toombs called for the foul. And Caden's going to inbound here right in front of us. Spartans trail it by 2. Chance to pull back even or take the lead. Caden's inbounds to Kennedy. Kennedy drives. Now backs it back out on the wing. Kennedy looks over defense, swings it right to McClure. McClure drives in. Puts it off the glass. No good. Rebound Ryan White. Puts it up and scores.
Great job. Good take by McKenna and great job by Ryan to follow it up.
And we're all tied once again, Eric, because this is just nobody able to make much of a run at all. It's back and forth and back and forth. 4 minutes to go exactly. We're tied at 52. South Charleston inside, kicks it back out to Toombs. Toombs dribbles into a trap. Now gets it back out to Brown. Brown against this 2-3 at Greenbrier. Dribbles into the lane. Gets it down on the block to Thomas. Thomas now back out. We're back up top to Brown between the circles. Stolen away by Ryan White. Here comes Ryan White, 2-on-1. She's got McClure with her. White goes to the basket. Layup no good. McClure with the rebound puts it up and is fouled.
Great job. Hey, I'll tell you what. A couple years ago, Ryan White was not doing that. That was a great play by her. Way to dribble up the floor and try to finish the layup. Good job by McKenna to follow it up.
All right, let's make our foul shots here as McKenna McClure going to go to the line for a pair. 3:36 to go. We're all tied at 52. And that was the fourth foul there against Toombs, Eric.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
McKenna hits her first. Greenbrier back in front again. It's 53-52. McClure has one more. McKenna puts it up. Strong off the back iron. Caden Stewart goes in the air for the rebound. Gets it to Kennedy. Top of the key. Three ball. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds by Ryan White. It'll turn back over to South Charleston.
Kennedy was wanting that one bad. She started hopping like she was excited, man.
Oh, what a big one that would have been. Just couldn't get it go down. 3:30 to play. Greenbrier East leads at 53-52.
She knew she made that one. The lid was going to come off this place.
Absolutely. Left wing now. South Charleston back up top to Brown. Brown between the circles, dribbles with the right hand. Brown. Coach Justice wanting 3 seconds as Sydney Harris drives. Kicks it back out to Brown. Brown on the left wing. We're down 3:07 now. Left her alone for three. She airballs it, but there to pull that on the rebound is Smith. Shot put up, no good. Shot put up again by Thomas this time, no good. Now we got a rebound by Smith, and she's fouled. 3 chances that time for South Charleston on the other end. Greenbrier's got to be able to pull down that rebound.
And the ball ends up in Smith's hands some way, somehow.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, good job by her, but she's just sort of that player that always ends up with it, right?
No doubt. We're down under 3 minutes now, 2:57 to go. Is Smith of the line for a pair. Her first ties the game. It's 53-53. She'll have one more. Try to give her team the lead. Puts this one up. No good. Rebound, though, by Thomas. Puts it off the glass. No good. Ryan White controls the rebound now.
Man, what a rebound. My goodness.
Caden Stewart trapped at midcourt. Gets it to Kennedy. Kennedy in front of the foul line. Pulls up for the jumper. No good. Left it short. Ball stolen away there by McClure. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Greenbrier East basketball.
Absolutely, Tay. Good job by McKenna.
2:40 to go. Greenbrier East going to inbound right in front of the student section. We're all tied at 53. What a game it's been. Inbounds pass to Kennedy. Kennedy has Brown all over her. Loses it out of bounds. And they're going to say it's South Charleston basketball. Kennedy Stewart cannot believe it. Kennedy let it roll out of bounds, thinking it was going to be Greenbrier East basketball. Instead, it's South Charleston. Here comes Kyra Brown on the right wing, feeds it inside to Thomas. Thomas layup shot good. 55-53 South Charleston. Here comes Greenbrier East back on the other end. Kennedy goes around a screen from White. White rolls to the basket. Kennedy didn't see her. Top of the key now to Dotson. Dotson has a look at the room in the lane, has it swatted away, but McClure controls the rebound. McClure right wing, feeds it inside to Cadence. Cadence trying to post up. She's double teamed, kicks it back out to White. White for a three, yes! Ryan White, 3 ball from the wing, makes it 56-55 Greenbrier East, and we're down to 2 minutes to play. Kyra awesome. Brown on the other end. Brown between the circles. Her team trails by 1:52 on the clock. They swing it cross court to Harris. Harris now back up top to Brown. Brown looks over this 2-3. We've got 1:44 to play. Down in the corner to Thomas. Thomas right corner, guarded there by Dotson. Gets it back up top to Bulger. And South Charleston wants a timeout. We'll take it with them. 1:36 to play. Greenbrier clinging to a 56-55 lead. We'll be right back to this exciting conclusion here on Oldies 93 WKCJ.
The Bank of Monroe knows what it means to be local and support local. We are your neighbors. We grow as you grow. We are your local lenders, making local decisions. We are part of your community. The Bank of Monroe offers 3 locations in Lewisburg, Fairleigh, and Union with mobile and online banking. We are everywhere you need us to be. We care. Bank local with the Bank of Monroe. Visit us online, mybankofmonroe.com.
And Greenbrier East leads it by 1 right now, 1:36 to go. Spartans lead at 56-55. It's going to be South Charleston basketball as the inbound over across the way from us. Every time one team seems to have pulled in front, the other team answers. We'll see if South Charleston does here. Brown, right wing, now trying to feed it inside. She does. It shot no good there by Smith this time. Greenbrier East controls the rebound. Caden Stewart across midcourt, gets it to McClure. McClure goes to the basket and is fouled. McKenna McClure with 1:22 is going to step to the line. Her team up 1. Big free throws on the way for the Spartan freshman here.
That's right.
Brown picks up the foul. Canada has a pair. First one is up and good.
Great job.
Greenbrier East up 2 now, 57-55. Kenna will have one more.
Coach Justice.
Her shot is good. Two big free throws there, but McKenna McClure makes it 58-55 with 1:20 to go. Back on the other end, South Charleston. Brown has it. Let's go for the wing. Air balls, and it's going to be out of bounds in front of the Greenbrier East crowd. Spartans will take over. 1:11 to go. Greenbrier East trying to set up the press breaker, gets it in to Stewart. Stewart down to Dotson. Dotson goes across midcourt. Dotson now trying to feed it inside to White, goes back out to Cadence. Cadence for 3. Yes! Cadence Stewart, the big 3 ball in front of the Greenbrier East bench. It's 61-55, and South Charleston needs a timeout. We'll be back. 1 minute to go. Greenbrier East up 6 points. You're listening to Lady Spartan Basketball on Oldies 93 WKCJ.
Tamarack Marketplace in Beckley is the official road game stop of Lady Spartan Basketball, providing pregame meals for the players and coaches on every trip. Make Tamarack your pregame destination and enjoy sandwiches, wraps, soups, and salads, as well as a wonderful selection of entrees such as West Virginia rainbow trout, meatloaf with gravy, and chicken pot pie. Don't forget the delectable desserts, including Greenbrier peaches and cream, and an all-day brunch on Sundays. That's Tamarack Marketplace, the official road game stop of the Lady Spartan.
$15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
1 minute to go. Greenbrier East leads it by 6 over South Charleston. South Charleston basketball as Kyra Brown crosses midcourt. Fed inside to Smith, poked away, steal by Greenbrier East. Caden Stewart knocked to the floor, no call. Smith going to fire a 3 from the corner, no good. Dotson with the rebound with 43 seconds, gets it to Kennedy. Kennedy to Cadence, crosses midcourt with 40 seconds. Now down the corner to McClure. McClure smartly pulls it back out. That was a smart move from the freshman. Coach Justice wants timeout, 34 seconds to go. And well, what do we? They're got a foul called before the timeout. And the foul is going to go against Kyra Brown. So Coach Justice probably doesn't need that timeout now. As Greenbrier East will go to the line. And that was the 7th team foul. So that's on 1-1. As Caroline Dotson going to go to the line for the 1 plus the bonus. Her team leads it by 6 with 34 seconds to play.
There's a lot went on right there.
Dotson's first. Good.
Good job.
62-55. Dotson one more is good. 63-55. Spartans by 8 now with 34 seconds to go. Just don't foul back here on the other end. South Charleston in panic mode as Toombs drives the baseline, puts it off the glass, and scores. 57-63. Inbounds pass goes to Kennedy, and South Charleston no choice but to foul. And they're going to send the freshman to the line on the other end, Kennedy Stewart. Hannah going to check back into the game. Hannah Fuller comes in for McKenna McClure. McKenna's played a fantastic basketball game tonight.
She has, as well as the person that subbed her out. So
Kennedy's free throw is good. Kennedy, it's a little sigh of relief there, looks like.
Coach Justice not happy about it. He's saying quit giggling, quit celebrating. It's not over.
Her second one swishes through. 65-57. And South Charleston wants a timeout. We'll take it with it. 23 seconds to go. Greenbrier East leads it by 8. Spartans looking to complete it. It will be a big victory here at home tonight. We'll be right back for the conclusion on Oldies 93 WKCJ.
Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We're locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Lewisburg community. Alcova Mortgage Lewisburg, 304-645-2478. Or visit lewisburglender.com for your mortgage lending needs. Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508. NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Equal housing lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval. Alcova Mortgage, Lewisburg.
23 seconds stand between Greenbrier East and a big home win. Spartans lead it by 8 over South Charleston. And with a big matchup looming with Woodrow Wilson next Friday, this would be a message sent to the Flying Eagles, who are 0-2 against this South Charleston team. The Greenbrier East can complete it right here.
Absolutely a big win for Greenbrier East. It's going to be a statement.
Greenbrier East drops back as South Charleston crosses midcourt with 20 seconds to go. Kyra Brown with it, swings it on the wing to Harris. Harris using too much time here, gets it back to Brown on the right wing. Her three no good. Hannah Fuller had to rebound. It's loose on the floor. Ryan White has it. And we're going to get a jump ball called. Possession arrow points to South Charleston, but they've got just 9 seconds. Unless they've got an 8-point play in the bag, I don't know what they're going to come up with here. Sydney Harris will inbound underneath the basket. Looks over to defense, throws it in. Baseline jumper from Smith, no good. Rebound, Caden Stewart. She has it stripped away. Ball's loose on the floor. Clock down to 2, down to 1. We're going to get a tie-up called with 0.8 seconds. And it's going to be Greenbrier East basketball. And Eric, we're not in South Carolina anymore. We're back here in West Virginia. And Greenbrier East with a statement victory here tonight over South Charleston.
A different ball club, Cam, I'm telling you.
Spartans inbound, and the final horn sounds. Greenbrier East, a 65-57 winner over South Charleston. We'll be back to tell you all about it here on Oldies 93 WKCJ. Yeah, let's take 3 minutes here. Yeah, I don't need it. You don't? All right, take 2 then. Yeah. Well, wait, no, 3. Okay, go ahead, dude.
Did you hear that? The State Farm thing. Dun-da-da-da-da. I think we're in a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Dad, look!
Ooh, see? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
I didn't even record.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Logo, shirt, signs, and embroidery. For Southern West Virginia, we can handle all your needs. From signs to apparel to uniforms, we offer all the services that you're looking for. Choose Moco, yeah, Moco for embroidery and more. Call 304-772-4444.
The power of 3. Greenbrier Chevrolet, Greenbrier Motor Company, and Greenbrier Ford. 3 dealerships who pay the most for your trade. I'm talking up to 33% over what other dealerships will offer, and way more than you'll get if you try to sell it yourself. In fact, we'll buy your car even if you don't buy one from us. So not only are the Greenbrier dealerships the best place to buy a car, they're also the best place to sell your car. So get to the Greenbrier dealerships in Lewisburg today and convert that car to cash.
Hi, I'm Janet Niehawk with S.J. Niehawk Lumber, your home solution for 75 years. Whether your project's small or large, we can help fill your needs. Good luck to the athletes and coaching staff of Greenbrier East Spartans for the year 2022-23. Go Spartans!
The Bank of Monroe knows what it means to be local and support local. We are your neighbors. We grow as you grow. We are your local lenders, making local decisions. We are part of your community. The Bank of Monroe offers 3 locations in Lewisburg, Fairleigh, and Union with mobile and online banking. We are everywhere you need us to be. We care.
Back here at Spartan Gym in Fairleigh on the Cornerstone IGA postgame show. A big win for the Greenbrier East Lady Spartans tonight as they win it 65-57. And Eric, you could see it on their faces as they came off the court how excited they were to get back on track and pick up a big win here tonight in a fantastic basketball game.
Absolutely, and I tell you what, I said it a couple times during the game broadcast, but that was a different team out here tonight.
Yep.
There was excitement.
Are you there?
Yeah, you there?
Sorry, yeah, we lost power there for a second. But
Okay, I got you. All right, you're back on.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry about that. The plug was kicked there. We lost power for just a second. But, Eric, you were just saying a different looking Greenbrier East basketball team tonight. And Coach told us it was a good week of practices, and apparently it was because they came out ready to play tonight.
They were. And like I said, it was a different team. Excitement, energy. And Coach Justice had to get on to him a couple times for celebrating too much. He said the game's not over. Don't act like it is yet. So, way to finish the game, way to play as a team. We had 4 players in double digits tonight. That's what Coach Justice wants, I promise.
Yeah, just to talk about the kind of game it was, looking at the final stats here, Eric. Score tied 11 times, lead changed 13 times. It was that kind of basketball game. Just back and forth. Both teams wanted it badly, but Greenbrier East wanted it a little more tonight as they come out with the victory. Spartans outscore South Charleston 27-16 there in that final quarter. They needed every point they could get down the stretch, and they got it, as you said. Got it from a lot of different sources. 4 players in double figures, led by Caden Stewart with 20, 10 each from Kennedy and Hannah Fuller, and then 12 off the bench tonight for Caroline Dotson as she came off the bench but played a fantastic game, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. So Greenbrier East overall. And, Eric, here's the biggest number. We talked about it at halftime how Greenbrier East needed to cut down on those turnovers because of the points off of turnovers. 10 turnovers at halftime. They end the game with 13. So they did a great job there in the second half limiting those turnovers.
Yeah, we've been preaching it all year. Turnovers. Like there's a couple games we've had 25 plus. Okay, we come in against a really good South Charleston ball club and only give up 13. That's ecstatic.
Yeah. On South Charleston side of the floor, Natalie Smith, wow, she was tough to stop. She ends the game with 18 points, 11 rebounds, double-double for her. And she was a thorn in Greenbrier's side all night long, but the Spartans get the last laugh as they find a way to come out of here with a victory.
Yeah, she's that player that's just sort of quiet, but touches the ball all the time and scores. And we knew where it was going. We just had to stop her, and Coach Justice made the adjustment. He put someone behind her and in front of her, and we just kept her from getting the ball. Lady
Spartans now 8-3 on the season with the win tonight. We'll be back and wrap it all up, tell you our Magic's Computer Repair player of the game as we continue on the Cornerstone IGA postgame show on Oldies 93 WKCJ.
Tamarack Marketplace in Beckley is the official road game stop of Lady Spartan basketball, providing pregame meals for the players and coaches on every trip. Make Tamarack your pregame destination and enjoy sandwiches, wraps, soups, and salads, as well as a wonderful selection of entrees such as West Virginia rainbow trout, meatloaf with gravy, and chicken pot pie. Don't forget the delectable desserts, including Greenbrier peaches and cream, and an all-day brunch on Sundays. That's Tamarack Marketplace, the official road game stop of the Lady Spartan.
Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We're locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Lewisburg community. Alcova Mortgage Lewisburg, 304-645-2478, or visit lewisburglender.com for your mortgage lending needs. Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, Equal Housing Lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval. Alcova Mortgage, Lewisburg.
Did you hear that? The State Farm thing. Dun-da-da-da-da. I think we in a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great.
Dad, look!
Christmas!
Ooh, see? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates.
I didn't even record.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Logo, shirt, signs, and embroidery. For Southern West Virginia, we can handle all your needs. From signs to apparel to uniforms, we offer all the services that you're looking for. Choose Moco, yeah, Moco for embroidery and more. Call 304-772-4444.
Back here on the Cornerstone IGA postgame show, Greenbrier East, a 65-57 winner over regional opponent South Charleston here tonight in Fairleigh. And Eric, we talked a little bit about the stats, but let's go ahead now and name our Magic's Computer Repair player of the game.
We're going to go with freshman, center, 55, Hannah Fuller. If you look at her stat line, my goodness, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 6 block shots. What a night for her.
Yeah, in just 16 minutes of action, she put up all those numbers. So impressive night for Hannah Fuller. Impressive night all the way around for Greenbrier East. Let's go over some of the other key statistics for the Lady Spartans tonight.
Sure, so we'll break down the points. Kennedy Stewart ends with 10 double digits. That's one player for Greenbrier East. Caden Stewart doubles her up with 20 points. That's 2 in double digits. We're going to go with McKenna McClure, flirted with double digits at 9. And then Ryan White with 4 and a huge three-pointer there in the fourth quarter. So massive three-pointer for that. Hannah, we talked about, had 10. Then Caroline Dotson comes off the bench tonight and gives us 12. And then if she rebounds, as far as Caroline gave us 6, Ryan White gave us 5. Caden's had 10. So
Caden's with the double-double tonight, 20 points, 10 rebounds. Also an assist and a steal for Caden Stewart. So a big night all the way around for Caden Stewart.
Yeah, it was a great night. We talked about the best stat on the whole thing, Cam, is 13 turnovers. They, as far as South Charleston goes, we're going to go into their points. And Thomas with 8, Brown with 13, Bulger with 3, and that started out the game, the first 3 of the game. She hit it in the corner and gave them the lead 3-0. Armstrong with 6.
We're off there. Is that still plugged in?
No.
Wait a second. What happened down there? They get broken?
Yep.
Okay, that's back, Eric. I'll ask him.
Okay.
All right. What did you hear our player of the game or not?
No, huh?
Okay, we'll do that all.
Let's do that again here.
Okay.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Back here in the Cornerstone IGA postgame show, we apologize there. We've got some happy feet here tonight, Eric. We had the power line kicked, and then we had the phone line kicked, but we're back on the air once again, and we'll name now our Magic's Computer Repair player of the game.
Yeah, so we're going to go with Hannah Fuller. Big night for her. She had 6 blocks, 10 points, and 8 total rebounds. So great night for her to and Coach Justice has been preaching that he needs to get her involved, and she definitely did that tonight.
Yeah, went exactly as the game plan was put forth there as they got the ball into her, worked the offense through her, and it paid off in a big way. And then you were going over some of the other stats, a great night overall for Greenbrier East. Big numbers everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you what, there's some. I just went dead.
Hopefully we're still on the air. If we are, we'll go over. Caden Stewart had 10 points and 5 assists, 20-point, 10-rebound efforts from Caden Stewart, 9 points from McKenna McClure, 4 points from Ryan White, 10 from Hannah Fuller, as we mentioned earlier, 12 from Caroline Dotson, rounds out the scoring for Greenbrier East. And South Charleston was led by Natalie Smith, who had 18 points and 11 rebounds. Hannah ended up with the game with 6 blocks and 8 rebounds for Greenbrier East, so a fantastic night for Hannah. But that's going to wrap it up. Final score, Greenbrier 65, South Charleston 57. We appreciate you listening. We'll be back next Friday from Woodrow Wilson High School for another fantastic basketball game. But for all the crew back at Radio Greenbrier, for Pat Williams, for Eric Workman, I'm Cam Huffman. Thank you for listening to the Cornerstone IGA postgame show and Lady Spartan basketball on Oldies 93 WKCJ.
The power of 3, Greenbrier Chevrolet, Greenbrier Motor Company, and Greenbrier Ford. 3 dealerships who pay the most for your trade. I'm talking up to 33% over what other dealerships will offer and way more than you'll get if you try to sell it yourself. In fact, we'll buy your car even if you don't buy one from us. So not only are the Greenbrier dealerships the best place to buy a car, they're also the best place to sell your car. So get to the Greenbrier dealerships in Lewisburg today and convert that car to cash.
Hi, I'm Janet Niehawk with S.J. Niehawk Lumber, your home solution for 75 years. Whether your project's small or large, we can help fill your needs. Good luck to the athletes and coaching staff of Greenbrier East Spartans for the year 2022-23. Go Spartans!
The Bank of Monroe knows what it means to be local and support local. We are your neighbors. We grow as you grow. We are your local lenders, making local decisions. We are part of your community. The Bank of Monroe offers 3 locations in Lewisburg, Fairleigh, and Union with mobile and online banking. We are everywhere you need us to be. We care. Bank local with the Bank of Monroe. Visit us online, mybankofmonroe.com.
Marketplace in Beckley is the official road game stop of Lady Spartan basketball, providing pregame meals for the players and coaches on every trip. Make Tamarack your pregame destination and enjoy sandwiches, wraps, soups, and salads, as well as a wonderful selection of entrees such as West Virginia rainbow trout, meatloaf with gravy, and chicken pot pie. Don't forget the delectable desserts, including Greenbrier peaches and cream, and an all-day brunch on Sundays. That's Tamarack Marketplace, the official road game stop of the Lady Spartan.
Alcova Mortgage is here for good. We're locally owned, value great communication, and are committed to our Lewisburg community. Alcova Mortgage Lewisburg, 304-645-2478. Or visit lewisburglender.com for your mortgage lending needs. Alcova Mortgage, NMLS ID 40508, NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Equal housing lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval. Alcova Mortgage Lewisburg.